man. 122 pounder, 10-5, man. What the good Phillips Sports TV, bro.
Here's from Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Watching
Goodfellas Sports.
Goodfellas boxing.
Alrighty then, Jaron Ennis, he did an interview with Fight Hype, and he talked about fighting what Shawn Porter need to do with Bud, and he continues to call out Bud and Spence and Ugas and stuff of that nature, even though we know that he'll never get those fights. Okay, but public perception, is everything in boxing now. You know, there's a lot of guys that I thought was yelling they wanted a particular fight. Not saying this the case. That was yelling they wanted a particular fight, and turn out they didn't want the fight. So that's, boxing is different now, where they get behind closed doors and they price themselves out. But he gave some advice on how to beat Bud. And let's talk about that first, man. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel, share the video, all that good stuff. So my thing is this. His advice is great advice. Okay, we'll get to this later. His advice is great advice. Told Shawn Porter to come in at different angles and not come in a straight line. And then again, that still may not work. Pacquiao has to come at these different angles and fire off at he fight Delorme this weekend and fire off at different angles. Floyd Mayweather took that angle away. Not even Walmart just became a counterpuncher. Walmart just started timing Pacquiao. He allowed Pacquiao to have his angles and he just timed them. That was his thing. He just timed Pacquiao. But Floyd took his angles away. It took a second, and then it's this. So one of the ways you can beat somebody like Pacquiao is walking to him. And that's always an option for Bud. Is to walk to Shawn Porter. And don't let Shawn Porter even get an angle. Press him. And Shawn Porter gonna jump in and try to push you back. And you gotta be prepared for that. So, there's an answer for Shawn Porter. He said Shawn Porter just can't, he just can't, go straight in. He said Shawn Porter, shouldn't even box. He said Shawn Porter should not box. He said Shawn Porter should do Shawn Porter and go in there and make it a rough and tough fight. Remember Floyd hit at the Oscar. And I agree with that. Fight your fight. You're not going to outbox him. Now you can mix boxing in with banging, what you do, and it might work. But he need to come straight in, but use angles. I think that was some good advice. Use some angles, come in a different angle, but think about it is Bud can erase those angles by pressing you. That's what Shawn Porter, that's what Kell Brook, that's what he did versus Kell Brook. He kept coming rushing straight in and running to the same shots. That's what he kept doing. He kept running into the same shots. He kept running to the same shots all night. He didn't take an angle. He didn't feint, take an angle, turns Kell Brook. Kell Brook, he was able to do. He was running to the same shots. Hold on. He was running to the same shots all night. He didn't do nothing different. All night, this is what it was. And he would rush in on Brook, and Brook would hold his brow and pow all night. It was the easy. He's the one that beat Shawn Porter the easiest. He was the first to beat Shawn Porter. Easy. And it wasn't no secret to, by the time we got to round 4, it wasn't no secret what it was gonna be. Him and Kenny could make the adjustment all night. Like I said, he could have knocked him out if he wanted to. And I understand why he didn't knock him out, because you didn't want to take a chance of getting knocked out or getting knocked down and then robbing you on the cards. But if you watch that fight, had Kell Brook really stepped on the accelerator, he'd have stopped Shawn Porter. I don't care what nobody say. Shawn Porter was running to clean shots all night. Kell Brook wasn't even putting everything on them shots. Kell Brook was just touching them. And then here and there, he'd mix in the hard shot. Kell Brook really could have mixed in. He could have do everything hard, and he could have. And he wouldn't have missed Shawn Porter. He wouldn't have missed Shawn Porter. You couldn't miss him. Somebody that's coming straight in your kitchen, the same way, every time. Every time Shawn Porter would come like this. Every time he still do. He just try to box a little bit more. Every time he would come like this, and you know what Kell Brook would do? Kell Brook will hold him and make him reset. If Kell Brook is stronger than Shawn Porter, young Shawn Porter, fresh Shawn Porter, if he's stronger than Shawn Porter, what you think Bud gonna do? Shawn Porter, that is what Shawn, that's very indicative of what Shawn Porter is. This picture right here, look at it. He rushes in with his head like this, like a fullback, with his hands down, with that backhand down. That's it. If you see that coming, Kell Brook move to his left and run him into a right hook, man. You knocking him down at least. You knocking him down at least. This is what he gonna do all night, run into shots. And that's why I'm kind of leaning towards my prediction being that it might be a short night. It might be a short night. It might be a short night. Shawn Porter is a fundamental mess. And I could be wrong. I've been wrong before. Not scared to admit it, but the shots are there, man. Everything that he's offering you there is there. It's there. Running right into shots. You know, and if I'm Bud, man, I'm prepared for when he dropped them shots with a 1-2 early on. Maybe pop him with a 1. When he rush in, just keep 1-2. 1-2 him to death. Then you mix in the left with a right hook or the uppercut. It's there. It's there. Shawn Porter, man, is the most open fighter, but these dudes can't. He got great speed. He elusive. He aggressive, but these dudes can't deal with pressure. Bud is a real counter puncher, bro. If he a really good counter puncher and he made the adjustment I think he made, this fight shouldn't go the distance, bro. This fight really shouldn't make it out the 6th round. And I know Shawn tough, so I'm gonna probably say, like I said before, Shawn probably make it to the final bell. Shawn's, but boy, clean shots are there for Shawn Porter. And Keith Thurman had that opportunity. Keith Thurman didn't want to throw straight punches. Keith Thurman liked throwing hooks. Instead of throwing the 1-2, he could have easily made Shawn Porter fight easy. He wanted to go hook for hook with Shawn Porter when he could have just went inside. We know we've seen the Pacquiao fight. He don't like throwing straight punches. Keith Thurman don't prefer straight punches. He think he Roy Jones. He don't prefer straight punch, but you know, Ennis went on. He said, Ennis warns Crawford, Spence, and none on my level. Okay. He said, everybody that's coming out here is coming out to see me because I'm fan friendly and I bring skill and attributes behind everything, said Jaron Ennis to fight hype. Yeah, it's going to be heavy on Saturday. Oh, he talked about Delorme. He said, I want to be the first person to be the 4 division undisputed champion. Okay, takeover. Let me see what he said. He said, I feel like none of these guys on my level just, here you go. He said, you can't say right now. He said, you have to let the fight happen and see on fight night. But for me, I feel like I'm the best. Said Ennis asked how he measured up with the welterweight champion Spence, Crawford, and Ugas. Quote, I feel like none of those guys are on my level. I'm just different. I feel like I'm a whole different animal compared to the guys. Those guys, said Ennis, putting himself above Crawford and Spence, Crawford, and Ugas. When you're young, you're hungry, and you want something, and you love what you're doing. I love boxing. It's not about the money for me. It's hard to be somebody like that. I'm here. I'm ready to take over. Ennis said, It's not frustrating that on them, said Ennis, about the champion Spence, Crawford, Ugas not fighting him. They keep waiting until I get older to fight. I'm just going to get better and better each time. By the time we do fight, I'm going to be on point. I'm going to be super ready. I'm already now, and I'm going to be stronger, faster, smarter than I am right now. So that's on them if they want to wait. Said Ennis in the message to welterweight division. Now, honestly, Delorme came out and said that he overrated. That's basically what I'm paraphrasing. Basically, what Delorme said. But them niggas ain't gonna fight you. I don't know. I don't know what crack rock he's smoking on. I ain't gonna fight you. Maybe Bud, but there's no financial reason to fight you. You all risk. You know, you're in the same position Spence was once in. You know, you're in the same position that Crawford is in now before the Shawn Porter fight. It's all risk. So you're going to wait your time. Virgil Ortiz and Josh Taylor and them niggas, you know, Ellis, they yo crop. Conor Ben, if you make it, they yo cropping people. But politics, you ain't signing nobody neither. You ain't signing the PBC. You ain't signing the Top Rank. You just fighting on Showtime. Yeah, you gonna have to wait this time. He know it. But he gonna be fighting Virgil Ortiz, somebody that can punch who's hungry. Somebody who's just as fresh as he is. So I would love to see him get those fights right now, you know, but he say he ready, but statistically, boxing history tells us he's not ready. But if anybody can defy the boxing statistics, it's him. You hear about some of the stories about how he doing guys in the gym and everything you hear, and he's Showtime ready. I'm on the bandwagon. I've been on the Ortiz bandwagon. After Shawn Porter and Crawford fight, you know, the fights that we don't want to see don't happen, you know, in the next 365, the next calendar year, then I'm good. I'm ready for him, and I'm already turning my sights on him and Virgil Ortiz. I'm ready for that to happen. That's going to be a great fight, and you know, most of us pretty much already moved on to that. But let me know what you guys think. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel, my social media subscription. Twitter's the fastest way, than Facebook and Instagram. You can reach out if you want to advertise on channel, video, question, chop it up. All my social media links there. Want to make a financial donation, Cash App, CJ Good 313, Venmo, CJ Good 313, PayPal link description. Appreciate the financial donation. Best way to donate. Share the video, subscribe to the channel, thumbs up, hit the bell icon button, hit all notifications, increase your chance to get a notification to go live or drop the video. Also comment. Appreciate the love, support. Check out the Boxing News playlist. Let me know what you think in the comment section. Appreciate the love, support. What's Away Boxing News playlist. Peace.